I am beyond beat right now. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I've just been going nonstop, working. I'm at a conference right now, just nothing but work. And this is what you have to do. I've just been drinking a gross amount of coffee. I'm gonna have to continue to do that. I have dinner right now with a YPO group, which is incredible, but I need to increase my morale. So I was trying to take a nap, but I have so much caffeine in my system that, you know, when it's like bubbling up in your heart, and whatever, I'm just complaining. There's you can't complain when you run a business because there's no one that's going to save you. It's everything comes down to you at the end of the day. And so obviously, I mean, it's a huge opportunity that I have. I mean, shit is going better than I could have ever have fathomed. So, I mean, I wouldn't, there's no shot I'm going to be in a position to complain about some bullshit. But, sometimes it does get slightly overwhelming. But then you just got to remind yourself, dude, think about how sweet I have it, and how much I would be paying myself to be in this position. Right now, I've been having a really tough mental battle with myself that I'm not willing to go over on YouTube yet because it's very personal regarding one of my clients. And it's just something that I've been wrestling with. And it's really twisting my stomach. But it is way too personal to talk about. And this is what's been occupying my mind. I mean, over the past few days, I have almost 6 figures per month of demand for my work that's been solidified, which is ridiculous, which is absolutely ridiculous. But this always goes back to me saying the only thing I care about is, can I show the best results in the entire world for these guys? And the ones that I have been talking to, it's yes, I would be able to absolutely crush it for them. And there's just a nodding gut feeling that I have that there's something that I have to do, which I don't want to do. And a lot about business is making the really tough decision to have that hard conversation, whether it's with an employee, one of your clients, friends, family. It's tough to have the tough conversations, which is why you don't want to have them. But until I have that, I'm going to be wrestling with myself still. And so it's going to have to happen over the next day or two. I need to get ready, because if you don't know, YPO is business owners doing 8 figures per year. And it's really, really awesome. It's not an official YPO meeting. It's more so just kind of a bunch of YPO guys getting together, and my dumbass got invited to it. It's going to be a fun dinner. I gotta increase my morale, so maybe I hype myself up. I've been doing nothing but talking. I do think I found a potential employee, which is really exciting. He's a really, really talented kid. He's 24 years old. I'm gonna talk to him a bit more. Really talented. I mean, I'm super impressed with the work that he does, and I think it would pair very, very well. And he's expensive, real expensive, about $1,200 a day right now, something like that. But we'll see. I'm going to at least talk to him and discuss if our skill sets would blend together quite well. Because what I have is the deal flow. I have a bunch of leads. If I can train him to understand what we're doing a little bit better, I think he could be a really, really valuable asset, because he's much more skilled in certain avenues in the business than I'm doing. And so might try and see if I can do something with him. Right now he has low leverage for his what he's currently doing. So if I can give him ability to scale a lot more, I think he'd be very keen. And this is the thought process of running a business, which is great. When I'm running a business every day for 1,000 days, I've been making a video. I'm on almost a year into it. It's crazy how much a business can develop, because I was really just a one-man show a year ago. Now I'm scaling a legit team. I'm hiring some really cool people. I can't even believe the demand for the work. I mean, that I have, I feel 21. I probably look about 40 from how much I've aged via stress and from just a emotional level. I mean, the only guys I hang out with are 50 plus for the most part. And so, let's see. I gotta get changed. I don't know what to wear. Fuck. I'm feeling really a bit under the weather. When you shake 100 people's hands in a day, you can definitely start to feel a bit under the weather, and that's precisely how I'm feeling. But I gotta end this video because I've got to go. I've got too much shit to do. I also have to talk to myself about getting some sleep pretty soon because I've not been sleeping too well. In the next few weeks are going to be really busy, and I got to prioritize my sleep over everything else because I can feel it starting to get to my head. There's very short periods of time when you can sacrifice sleep, but not for weeks on end. And so I've got to get back to really just sleeping and drinking less coffee. I mean, my heart just hurts from the amount of caffeine I drink today. Anyway, I'm spewing on about nonsense. I mean, I'm going to look back at this a year from now and give zero fucks about any little struggle that I have, because the struggles I have today will be so ridiculously small a year from now. Because that's what really happens. Your ability to solve problems, manage stress, do all these things, they increase so much you can't even believe it. The problems that I had a year ago in my business were, how can I make an extra $5,000 a month? And I mean, that wasn't a problem that I had a year ago. I mean, I was making pretty good money. But now the problems are just so much ridiculously harder. It's like, do I spend $25,000 a month to hire this guy? Which is, I mean, they're bigger problems. And then it's, do I take on this, mid six-figure client per year? How do you structure the deal? The problems get bigger. And so a year from now, the problems are just going to be significantly bigger. And so you just have to be able to constantly solve every single problem that comes up. That's a bad word. It's a really bad word. I should not have said effortlessly, because there's a lot of effort that goes into it. But you become resilient to solving those smaller problems and those medium-sized problems and those bigger problems. And then, I mean, Ken, one of the guys who's running this event that I'm at, he has 10,000 apartments. And so the problems that he's arising are 1,000,000 times bigger than mine. And then there's people out there who are solving problems that are 1,000,000 times bigger than him. And so there's always a bigger game. And it really just comes down to your ability to solve these much bigger problems. And whatever, I'm going to be late, so goodbye. Update, it's been 5 minutes and I was just being a pussy. So, no longer being a bitch. Ready to go kick some ass.